Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day so far and welcome to today's video where I am going to be sharing all of my summer beauty essentials. We're talking fragrance, we're talking nails, we're talking makeup, we're talking skincare. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so usually in this sort of seasonal favorites videos, I like to include like 2 fragrances. I've got four fragrances here that basically sum up what I wear throughout the summer months. The first initial peak of sun through a cloud, and these are the perfumes that I just can't stop using every single day, but they are quite different, so there's kind of something for everybody. First up, let's talk about Pas Soir Extrait from BDK Perfumes. This is one that on paper shouldn't be for me, but this I think looking at these 4 is my favorite of the bunch. If I was going to say go with one, go with this one, because not only do I absolutely love this in summer, it works all year round. It's a very versatile fragrance. What makes this for me especially like summery is the fruitiness of it. It has a lot of fruit in the notes. It has mandarin orange, quince and peach, and that quince, oh, it's just amazing. But it also has cashmere and vanilla, benzoyl ambrox, and it has a lot of a sort of smoky, musky dry down to it as well, but it never gets heavy or cloying. It stays like light, but a little bit with a little bit of smidgen of like mystery and sexiness and muskiness, but in a very summer wearable way. It's unique, it's special, it's different. It has amazing performance all through the year. Even in the colder months it performs beautifully well. In summer you're going to have this glorious fruity, musky, very interesting and alluring vibe the whole day long. A completely different kettle of fish, Kilian Sunkissed Goddess. This is that stunning sun cream scent of dreams with that Kilian performance, absolute performance bomb. It's coconutty, it's very tropical. That's what it's giving me. It's giving me I'm lying on a tropical beach with a fresh coconut that I'm drinking on the glorious sands of a deserted beach somewhere. Waves are lapping the skin. This literally smells like the sun to me. It's so beautiful, a little sweet, very sun creamy, very coconutty in the middle. I absolutely love it. It's a holiday in a bottle. Another more sort of classically summery scent, but quite different to Sunkissed Goddess, is Blanche Bette. Oh. This is milky lactonic coconut, essentially. It smells very much like pina colada without the pineapple, you know, which would be a travesty, to be honest. It has a little cacao, it has a little tonka bean, it has a little vanilla in the dry down, and strangely, they don't list coconuts in this fragrance, but I absolutely get a very realistic milky coconut in here. It's creamy, dreamy, little sweet, but light and tropical without being super fruity or without being overly sweet or quite sickly. It's so beautiful and creamy and lactonic and milky. I just can't get enough. And finally for fragrance, one of the perfume loves of my life, Parfums de Marly's Althaiir. This is just everything. I will never regret more buying a small bottle. I'm obviously going to run out of this very soon. One of my most used fragrances. If I had to choose a signature scent right now on the spot, I would pick this. It's divine. This is another one that works all year round. It has such amazing performance. It doesn't need the heat in summer to perform well, but it also doesn't ever become too much, too overpowering, too suffocating when the summer does hit and our skin starts warming up and everything starts projecting like crazy. It never gets too sickly sweet. It has got a little hint of like a caramelly vibe, but it's never becomes a gourmand that might be too much in the warmer months. It stays a little fruity, a little musky, a little vanilla, a little caramel. It's just got so much in there. It's such an interesting, different fragrance. It's just one of my all-time favorites, but it really does make me feel so sexy, but in a like Grecian goddess on the beach kind of way, but I smell different to everybody who is around, which I love. So SPF, obviously highly important in the summer months, year round, but especially in the summer months. And my absolute favorite new find is this La Roche-Posay. This is the Anthelios UVMune 400 factor 50 plus ultra long UVA protection. It's as good as it gets when it comes to SPF. If you want to skip moisturizer, this is really hydrating and moisturizing. So I can go without moisturizer and just do this, and it's like moisturizer and SPF in one, but it has such a nice light texture and it absorbs, but it keeps your skin feeling really hydrated. So you can wear it before makeup and it's not going to mess with it, but it also doesn't dry out your skin. It doesn't go really flat and mattifying, which I don't like. And it also doesn't look greasy, and it doesn't sit right on top of the skin and start peeling and pilling with everything else that goes on top. It's my absolute favorite for the summer. It's my absolute favorite, factor 50 every day in the summer. I love that one. Next up, let's talk about some nail varnishes. First up, this one that I have on today. This is OPI's Lavendare to Find Courage. These are my two favorites for summer. They're just a bit brighter than I typically wear, and once my skin gets a bit more tanned, it just is so pretty. They're not sort of neon, really scary colors for me. They're just pretty and girly and feminine. This other one that was more purple is You're Such a Budapest. OPI's names are unhinged, aren't they? And so annoying because they're like 20 words long that I have to write in the description box every time I wear them. But these two are it for me when it comes to summer. They're pretty, they're a little bright, but not in like a too much way because I get scared of bright nails. Lavendare to Find Courage and You're Such a Budapest. What more could you need? Pink and purple? Yes, please. A product from Charlotte Tilbury that I am obsessed with, and I have been for a long time, and my obsession only grows over time. It's the UV Flawless Primer. This is very nearly empty. I'd say in recent months, I've actually started using this more than ever. I've always loved this, but previously I've always managed to make this last like for a year, one of these, because I typically use it as a I used to use it as a primer or use it when I'm going makeup free. Not all of the time, but sometimes I would mix and match it between other products that I like that, and I really love it. This is like my fourth one of these. I absolutely love them. I've gone through many. It has SPF 50, which is amazing. If you want your SPF to do a bit more, it just gives your skin a beautiful glow. It tones down rednesses, evens out skin tone a hint. Obviously it doesn't have coverage, but it does have some really nice like evening cancelling pigments in there. It's really beautiful, fresh luminosity on the skin with SPF 50, so it's all wins. The reason I've started going through this so quickly recently is another product that I love from Charlotte Tilbury, her new tanning drops. So I did a review on these tanning drops when they first came out, and this is the dream team for me, especially for summer. But I've been loving this combo in winter as well because it just gives my skin a little bit of colour, a little bit of some glow to the skin, a little bit of a have I just got back from a week on holiday look to my skin. It just makes me look more awake, less ill, less ghost-like, less tired looking. It does even out skin tone as well. It kind of hides redness a little bit and it hides melasma a little bit because it does have a bit of a tint to it with the drops. I love mixing these two together. They're going to come into their own in the summer even more because I can use the darker drops or just more of the lighter drops mixed with that product, and it's going to help me match up my body to my face, which is a big problem for me in the summer, and it gets more and more of a problem as the months go by because I always have factor 50 on. So that combo is going to be priceless this year. Some other complexion or base products that I love in the summer are Chanel Water Fresh. I absolutely love this one, the original one, not the smaller, skinnier tube. This is almost gone. I'm looking to repurchase this. I was going to try and repurchase the travel size that was limited edition because I want to take it on holiday with me, and I love to have that travel size, but I can't find my shade, so I might have to just go with the full size. I love this stuff. I use this all year round, but I use it the most in the summer. It is the lightest hint of like a skin tint, but so hydrating. It really barely has any coverage at all, but it just gives you, again, that evening glowy kind of covering up a little bit of your redness or discoloration. Everything just looks flawless and like you have the most angelic skin. It wears pretty well as well for a product like this, and it just feels delightful. So light, hydrating on the skin. It's so thin, very watery texture. If I'm like running out the door and I just want to pull myself together slightly, I will just go in with this and a bit of mascara and a lip oil, and it literally just pulls everything, and I feel like so much more polished. It's such a beautiful product. I love it. My favorite actual foundation for the summer is, as you guys know, it's this bad boy. It's the Tom Ford Shade Illuminate foundation. This has factor 50 SPF in it. That is a lot of SPF for a foundation. A lot of people hate having SPF in foundation. I don't really care about it. If it's summer, I'm going to be wearing SPF anyway, so I don't need it in my foundation. But when it comes to SPF, more is more. So I'm also like not mad about it. But why I love this so much in summer, I'm wearing it today. It just gives me fresh, healthy, natural skin. It's so natural. The texture, the finish of this foundation is like you've just been absolutely blessed from the heavens above with the most stunning skin, but it never looks like makeup. It always looks so natural, so beautiful, like you're glowing, but from within. Like you've drank so much water today and you've eaten all of your vegetables and taken all of your vitamins and you're getting 10 hours of sleep. That's the skin this foundation gives you. And I feel like that's just perfect summer skin. That is exactly what I want in the summer. It also wears unbelievably well, even in much warmer, more humid weather. I've been through so many bottles of this foundation, which, given how many I try and use, is unbelievably impressive. It's apparently, I've heard rumors it's being discontinued. I can only imagine it's being reformulated. I don't know why they'd get rid of it. It's very popular, but you know, stranger things have happened. Either way, they better not ruin it, or I'm coming down there, Tom. Some chic products that I need to rave to you about. I feel like summer for me is a lot about the cheeks. I just want glowy, peachy, corally cheeks, and I'm happy. I feel like everything else falls by the wayside. As long as I've got a glowing peachy cheek in summer, I'm happy. So some of my absolute favorite products, especially if I'm going on holiday, I want multitasking. I want to take as minimal number of products as possible that are multitasking, that are beautiful, glowy, goddess vibes. Some of my absolute favorites, the Charlotte Tilbury Pinkgasm Sunset Wand. I took this on holiday a couple of times last year. It's just the perfect peachy coral blushing highlight. Once that's blended in, it's just, it does everything in one. You don't need bronzer, highlight and blush, you just need this, and it does like all three. It's so beautiful and easygoing and easy to use. Another product that didn't exist last year, but I will absolutely be taking on holiday with me this year, is the Dior Maximiser, the Glow Maximiser in the shade Peachy. So this is much lighter in colour than Pinkgasm Sunset, but very much similar vibes. Ultra glowy, glossy almost, these Maximisers. That beautiful peachy shade. I'm going to be in heaven on holiday with these two. So this is the Dior in Peachy and this is Pinkgasm Sunset. Juicy! You know, juicy peaches. Another product that ticks all of these boxes, it is a brand new discovery for me, is this Daness Myricks Lowlight in the shade Lowkey. So this is described as a blurring balm powder. It's like a balm to powder type of formula. Oh, this is what I've got on my cheeks today. I had to build this up so much because I really wanted like a juicy peachy cheek. I wanted, you know, a good old blush today, not just a hint. I wanted some blush, and so I built this up a lot, and it never disturbed my makeup. It never started caking up or lifting up product underneath. It applies like a dream. It's so easy to use. It's extremely travel friendly as well, because it's not, you know, a typical powder. It's in this little pot. It's not going to smash to smithereens if your bag gets knocked or you drop it. And it's just absolutely beautiful. More understated, more subtle, but actually very buildable and quite versatile. I love this. It's so soft and pretty, and you can really tailor it depending on your skin tone and how you want to use it. It could be a highlighter if you have deeper skin tone. If you have a lighter skin tone, it's going to be a beautiful peachy blush. It's just perfect, where it's almost like a bronzy peach. You know, it's a much lighter version of like Taj Mahal from NARS that has that sort of bronziness to it, if that makes sense, that sort of bronzed peach. Absolutely beautiful. I was so happy when I tried it. Another blush that ticks all these boxes if you want a more typical powder are these new Rare Beauty blushes. This is the shade Joy. I love these so much. They're so beautiful. It has that gorgeous shift, quite similar in colour to the Daness and Myricks. This one has a bit of a sort of gold shift to it, very highlighting as a blush. Again, you don't need highlighter, just this blush, and you've got blush and highlight in one. Very buildable, beautiful glowing peachy cheeks. Those are my favourites for achieving that. Another blush that I'm going to be wearing non-stop in summer, I just know it, that is not actually peach, is Dior's Bronzed Glow. This is exactly what I've been looking for a long time. It's actually ridiculously hard to find like brown neutral blushes, isn't it? I just feel like they just really are not a lot of them out there. They're very hard to find, and this is the perfect one. It's so buildable. It starts off like you can barely see it there on my hand, but you can really build this up. So it's ideal if you're someone like me who picks up a lot of colour in the summer, because you're going to be able to use it year round, and it's got the most stunning glow to it. It almost has a cream like finish that it looks actually almost creamy, like wet. You know, really glowing, really beautiful, and just like your bronzed goddess cheeks. You can skip bronzer with this. You don't need it. It's bronzer and blush and a bit of glow in it as well. Again, a multitasking product, ideal for travel because it's so diddy. That is going to be all over my cheeks this summer. But speaking of bronzer and more multitasking products, let's talk about the RMS Bronzers. I knew I was going to love you, and I do. I love it so much. This is Tan Lines. It is my favourite shade, and this is for those of us who, I've put that on a wet hand and it's just dealt with it. So that is impressive. It's literally blended like a dream, even though my hand was soaking wet from my wipe. It's just so glowy. It's not glittery and sparkly like I thought it would be. It looks like a cream bronzer finish wise, but without the wear problems that come with creams and without the difficulty that I experience, at least, with applying creams. It's the best of both worlds. It's got the gorgeous, like, dewy finish of a cream bronzer, but it's very easy to whack it on and build it up, and it won't be gone from your face in a few hours. It's the perfect bronzer. I absolutely love it. I love the tone of it. It's very buildable and blendable, so use it on fairer skin, use it on deeper skin with ease, and you don't need highlighter. You can just use that because you're going to have a gorgeous glowing cheek by the end of it. I just love multitasking. Minimal effort in the summer. It gets boiling hot here. We don't have air conditioning. So I don't want to have melted my makeup off by the time I finished it. I want to be as quick and as easygoing as possible whilst a fan is blasting in my face. Another sort of cheek product that's kind of combining everything we've spoken about already into one, it's these Chanel cheek palettes. I love this so much more than I thought I was going to. I think it looks quite intense, especially the blush. I thought it's going to be much too much, like it's going to be very coral, and it's actually so much more understated than I expected based on sort of how it looks in the pan. I keep going back and forth as to whether I want to get another one of these. I'm torn between getting the light coral, and I'm torn between maybe getting the medium rose, is it? I keep eyeing them up, and so far I've held off, but I don't know how much longer I can. Do you see how soft it is and easy going? It's not intense, it's not overwhelming, it's really just quite gentle. So it's something that works beautifully with like the Chanel Water Fresh, or just a skin tint, a bit of tinted moisturizer. And this, it's not going to look like a full face of makeup. It looks so natural and light, and the finishes are so softly luminous. The highlighter is so subtle. You can just swirl all three together and give yourself a slightly peachy bronze that's glowy, and you just do one step and go, and you can use it on the eyes. So it can be very quick and easy and time saving. I like to use everything separately, but it just is the perfect cheek palette with, you know, nothing in there that you don't need, very quick and easy to use. I love it. I think it's like, it gives me the perfect summer effect. A little bit of luminosity, a little bit of glow, a little bit of peachiness. Divine. Very easy to use as well. A product I haven't talked about a lot since it launched because it disappeared and I thought it was gone forever. So I tried not to speak about it or use it too much on my channel because it's so sad, but it's back. It's the Lancome Louvre palette. Oh, the Richelieu Wing, like cheek and eye palette. So we've got basically 4 eyeshadows and a highlighter, but some of these eyeshadows can be used on the cheeks as well. You're going to get highlighter out of them or a glowing blush. This is so perfect for summer when it comes to one and done shadows. The green looks super intimidating, but it actually is much more wearable than it appears, and you can really blend that out for a lovely like wash of green. These, the peachy and the sort of rose gold, are such a nice quick like one and done or two and done combo if you like. This is the sort of eye look I love in the summer, and these colours are just perfect. I just love using this peachy shade all over the lid and blend it up into the crease. It's so pretty on its own, so quick and easy, and the highlighter in here is absolutely stunning. This whole palette is so special. I'm so glad I can talk about it again for now because it is available again. It has been restocked and it's just really special to me. That highlighter is so beautiful, really big mirror. So I don't know if I dare travel with it because it's so precious to me, but it's ideal for summer. You can get, you know, a multitude of looks out of this by one and doneing it up or combining. So pretty, quite special, not really like anything else I have. I really wish I'd used this today now. I actually used Divine Rose 2 this morning before I thought I'm going to make this video, and this is a very similar look that you can get out of the Louvre palette. So pretty and soft and flattering. Another eyeshadow product that I love are these cream eyeshadows from Lisa Eldridge. Again, you can tell I go for the peachy, corally vibes in summer. This is, again, when I go on holiday, all I take basically are these liquid shadows from Lisa Eldridge. There are some that I like as well from Pat McGrath, but this, I'm dead. Look at that. This is Maya, this colour, and this is just the perfect summer colour. And it's just so easy. You know, I said to you guys, when I travel, when I go on holiday, I take the minimal amount of makeup. I don't want to take eyeshadow palettes. Are you mad? That are going to smash and be ruined. But take a few of these and mix and match them. I don't need eye primer. I will literally whack this all over my lid and run it underneath. I don't even need to take eyeshadow brushes. When it comes to these, they can just be tapped into the lid. So they are perfect for holiday. They wear really beautifully, they really set down, and so they're perfect for, again, sort of harsher on makeup weather, really hot humid climate. It's absolutely stunning and just so easy and quick as well. You know, when I go out for dinner, when we're on holiday, I don't want everyone waiting 2 hours for me. I want to take 5 minutes and be gone. And these are such a good, quick, on-the-go product. Now let's talk about mascara that I think is like in its own league for summer. It's Lisa Eldridge's Kitten Lash Mascara. This is the original one that I purchased when it first released months ago now, and I have just literally retired it and opened the restock that I got, it was still performing still as beautifully as it did from the first use for months until it essentially ran out. And so I started using my new one. It lasted so well. It really gives you value for money, just like the Charlotte Tilbury as well. I do not want a mascara that dries out in 2 weeks. Okay, I want it to last for months until I've used it up. This one absolutely smashed that. We know it's a beautiful mascara. It gives you that really fluttery, fanned out lash that isn't clumpy. You can use it on top and bottom lashes. Why this is perfect for summer is it's so good if you're going to cry, or your eyes are going to run, or if you're going to perspire, if you're going to glow for any reason, okay? It's so good. I get a little hay fevery in the summer and my eyes can start watering. I know that's something that a lot of you guys struggle with all the time, but in summer, that becomes, you know, I become a teary mess. And also it gets very humid here. And this is so good with water, with perspiration, with sweat. It is there. It's not coming off. It's not going to flake. It's not going to transfer. It's not going to smudge. It's the one that I will use without fail. If I think I'm going to cry, if I think I'm going to get rained on, if I think I'm going to get splashed or I'm going to get super hot, I am only using this mascara because I know it's not going to leave me looking like a panda. This has survived through many, many tears, okay? Many tears. I cry every single time I watch anything slightly sad or happy on television. I'm crying like a baby, okay? I am a weeper. I just weep at anything these days. My children, whenever something's slightly sad on TV or it's like happy sad, they're always just like looking at me like, oh God, I just know she's gone. I know she's over there crying. And I am. They're not wrong. So for me, this is a godsend. I have truly tested this with the tear test. It's there. It's doing a great job. You are never going to sweat it off, I promise. Next up, let's talk about 2 summer perfect lip products that are new this year. Oh, you guys already know the Lisa Eldridge lipsticks that I love. You already know all of the previously existing shades that I adore from the Dior Addict range and the Hourglass glossy Phantom balms. All of those I love for summer. So I try to include new products that you haven't already heard me ranting about when it comes to, or raving, not ranting, raving about when it comes to summer lip products. First up, this new Dior Addict shade for summer. This is Dolce Vita. Is this not the perfect orange lip? I actually put this on this morning and then carried on filming with my day, and then I whacked the second product I'm going to talk about over the top. So let's just freshen this one up a little. This for me is like a wearable orange. It's a pop of colour, but I gave this a good few swipes. You can just do, you know, one of this. Do you see the difference? These are very buildable. That's sort of one pass and that's like a good few passes, but the same colour. So you really can get as much colour as you would like out of these. They're very versatile, really beautiful shine to the lips, very comfortable to wear, very lightweight, very thin, really beautiful on the lips. You guys know how much I love this formula. This shade is number 546 Dolce Vita. It's just the perfect orange, a more wearable orange, especially if you wear it at the lighter end. Really easygoing, but so pretty for summer. The second product I want to talk about is the new shade of Dior lip oil. This is Poppy Coral. Oh. I love the Dior lip oils anyway. They just are so comfortable and easygoing. And recently I've been doing a lot of either low or no makeup days, especially when I go to the cinema. Typically, unless I'm already ready, you know, and have done makeup, I will just go with nothing on. And sometimes I'll do, you know, the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless primer or maybe a little bit of the Chanel. So I don't then want to go in with a lip like this because I'll look really unbalanced. I'll look like I've got, you know, no makeup on and then a really bright lip. So I like to have a lip oil on hand for those occasions where I'm either no makeup or minimal makeup, but I just want a juicy lip. This colour is so perfect. I previously loved the cherry shade, but that can be a bit too intense or bright of a colour. This Poppy Coral is absolutely perfect. It's just barely their colour. I always think there's no point in showing you these in a swatch because they barely show up, but you can see there just as a hint a real hint of colour, which I absolutely love. It's my favourite ever shade of the lip oil. If you haven't tried these, they are so nice. They're literally like the most comfortable, shiny, glossy, glassy, reflective lips, but not sticky at all. Literally feels like a mask. So nice and gentle on your lips. Very hydrating, very easy wear, especially in summer when you're really hot and you don't really want to have a whole matte lipstick on. You know, barely there. Hint of colour, perfect for no makeup or low makeup days. I absolutely love it. This is in my handbag permanently. I may actually have to buy a backup because I think I would actually go through that, and that is saying something. Okay, so there you have it. Those are all of my summer beauty essentials. Everything that I love, makeup, beauty, fragrance, nails, skincare, that I need to have for the summer months. Please let me know what you love to wear and what you love to use in summer. Do you go makeup free a lot, or do you really seal in some amazing bulletproof makeup that can put up with the heat? Let me know what your go-tos are in the comment section down below. But thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, and I would love to see you in the next one. Otherwise, take care for now. Bye 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 bye.